Avastar mateys! Welcome back to Zack and Wiki. Whoa. Yeah. Hey. Well, you know, I've got to say, if nothing else, Barbaros is at least very jolly about this whole process. Barbaros' land is the toughest level in the game. It's the only one with, as far as I know, a 10-star rating. And, it's pretty tough. There's a lot of steps to this puzzle to make it solid, and, well, I'll do my best. We appear to be in a cell right next to a spike pit, right over a spike pit. Barbaros is using Wiki to slowly untotemize his mummy crew. They've got some sort of bizarre floating treasure barge out here. Interesting. Now, if we look all the way in the distance, we can see Barbaros' ship, but we'll get a better look at that later. First things first, we're going to figure out a way out of here. Hopefully not one that's this pointy. So you may have noticed on the way down there was that little grate cover on the right side. You have to use that very quickly or else, well, you'll be in for a bad time. We will have to watch out for the skeleton crew. They will, well, make our lives hard. So for now, we'll just have to be a master of stealth. seem to be some odd little gravity devices on either side, but we'll deal with that when we get there. This golden chalice might come in handy later. Anytime you see one of these big shiny gems, you can toss them, and it'll get you quite a bit of money. In fact, if everything goes your way on this map, you can get almost 10,000 coins. That's not nothing. Of course, we have to be able to survive it first. First things first, I know these skeleton goons will gladly chop us in half, so we're gonna have to get ourselves armed. There is a sword up here on this platform, and let's go ahead and grab that. Or perhaps not. Let's figure out a way to deal with that eyeball alert thing first. There's one of those up here as well. It seems to, I don't know, look for organic material, I guess. That one's not quite as deadly, though we don't have as far to go either. Now, it's not like the skeletons are, what's the word? They're not invulnerable. They can still fall prey to gravity just like everybody else. We have to get a little bit of better timing though first. He'll come back. This patrol takes him back here again. There are 3 of these little eyeball sentries around the area, and we're gonna figure out a way to blind one of them. The other 2 we can't do much about. Now, this one in this room, he just stays pretty... well, it's been a long day. He stays pretty sleepy. So while he's catching some Z's, we can hop behind him. Yeah, I don't know really what purpose this thing would serve in somebody's treasure trove, but hey, you know, can't pass up any gold dust, right? And I'll tell you, if there's one thing that hurts a lot, it's getting dust in your eyes. We'll just have to wait for a favorable wind. The flag here will blow in the direction the wind's currently going, so we can see it to an extent. It's just... sometimes you have to wait a while for the right breeze. With that nosy eyeball out of the way, we should be able to grab that sword and get down to some, swashbuckling. If you wanted to get maxed out on your Hirami-Q points in this level, you would need to use this little disguise point as well. It's nothing big, it just gives you a few more points when the guy comes by and says, huh, I didn't realize that statue was there before. And now we are armed and dangerous. Rather than trying to chase the guy down, it's actually a little bit faster to wait for him to come to you. I don't know, just because of the way the gravity on this level works, it gets a little strange. I'll tell you right now, though, the sword fighting, well, red steel, this is not. combat is a simple affair of blocking, and then eventually the guy will tire himself out, and that's when you can knock him over. Of course, for whatever reason, the Wii Remote doesn't seem to want to change the position of my sword very fast. Oh, I'll have my revenge on you, you little turd. Obviously, getting max points for the sword fight would consist of not taking a hit, blocking everything, and all that jazz. So, it's probably not gonna happen. That's a nice ship. We'll have to take that. So we could get in a sword fight with this other guy down lower, but there's actually a slightly better solution. As with most things, it just requires a little bit of patience. He'll come back down this way eventually, and when he does come back, he'll take a long trip straight down to get to that little... what you call it? Floor platform? I'm not sure what to call these. Gravity mechanisms? Mystic circles? Anyway, what I'm saying is this guy's gonna get rocked. Or maybe it'd be more accurate to say he got stoned. Anyway, that's all of the skeleton pirates in our way for the moment taken care of. All we have to do is figure out a way to get to Barbaros. You figure it would be as easy as just walking up to him, but, well, I mean, it's probably not, let's be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the groundwork to get us close to it. And while it's not gonna make sense right now, but we'll get there. First things first, because we don't have Wiki with us, we are not able to itemize anything, so the snake up here in the jar can't really do anything about him. At least, as long as he's awake. I don't know why the game released it immediately, but it did. So, I gotta go down there and get that rock again. Snake a little bit knocked out, we can go down there and grab the pot, and we can drop that down somewhere else. it probably doesn't make much sense for why I put a snake there. Which, understandable. So the reason I put the snake there is there's a frog here, and when the frog hops up, the snake will spook him. But first we need to wake the frog up. And that's not exactly a very, what's what I'm looking for? It's not a real logical approach for how to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because of the way this room is laid out or where the floor panels are, it can be difficult to get around. As a matter of fact, the only way to get up on this top one is to take the elevator up, because nothing else will get you up here. It's not real clear, but there's something shining inside of this skull. We just have to figure out how to get it out. To my knowledge, the best way of getting the maximum points for getting this lighter out is to only shake it 5 times. If you've been able to get out by only shaking it 5 times, you're much better at this game than I am. I mean, obviously I skin out of the eye hole, but it's just not very responsive. We could take this guy out, but I mean, Barbaros will just bring along another one. So let's try and get creative first. It may not be exactly clear on how to use the lighter at first, but what you do is you swing it up and then you press down on the control pad to set yourself afire. I don't think Barbaros is going to have a very good time next time somebody swings that bell. We do have Bonelich von Skeleski here for the last time. We'll see him later. But first things first, we've got to have ourselves another sword duel. That could be interesting for later. First things first, we need a sword. There is a golden sword on the bridge there, but I don't believe the golden sword actually works very well. I mean, gold's not exactly a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Hard material? It's kind of soft. Especially for sword fights, I could just see that going poorly. I mean, it's shiny and beautiful at least. Unlike the last sword fight, if you fail at this one, you don't die. As I show off totally intentionally almost immediately. As I mentioned, I'm pretty sure the best way, or the way to get the most points on this is to block every swing. Then at the end when the guy gets all cheesed off and starts swinging madly, he's going to be all tuckered out and can't block anything. Barbaros lost the bell, but he's just a little bit faster than we are. Oh my god, that's adorable. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get a little bit trickier. And the answer is on this boat over here. Of course, getting to it can be a little difficult. You could slash the rope, but that would be stupid. As it turns out, a tightrope walker, Zack is not. He just needs a little bit more balance to help him along the way. I'm just never gonna get tired of rocking this guy. I mean, hopefully you enjoyed as well, because you're gonna have to wait for it. Anyway, with that out of the way, we just need to head back down here and give this rope another shot. Of course, keeping your balance is key, and not really too difficult. Maybe Zack would be able to walk this better if he had a more well-balanced diet. I mean, I'm pretty sure chocolate all the time doesn't exactly give you a good center of gravity. There are a few notable things on this treasure boat, like this giant fan. There's also a treasure bell here, which, at first glance, I could see how you might mistake that for something else. We've also got a crown, and another golden sword over here. Of course, the bell is what we're really after, so we're going to figure out how to get this boat over there first. And the answer is a little bit of wind power. So what we have to do with the bell is just, kind of conveniently place it somewhere Barbaros might see it first as compared to the one that Wiki is. And then we just have to do the rest of the level as normal. So with Wiki back in our hands, well, now we can do a whole lot of things we weren't able to do before.
Hoi, 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 hoi!
Just in case you didn't recognize that theme, it's a nice little chiptune version of this game's main theme. But yeah, with Wiki on our side, man, now we've got to go and grab some of the treasure from Treasure Island. Well, I mean, we have to also save Captain Rose too, I guess. And try and find Johnny. But mostly treasure. First things first, to get back to the prison area, we're gonna have to go all the way back up. I'll be back for you. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could try and drop them down to their deaths, but that would just be rude. The last real thing we have to do is just head down there and get them on the barrel. but there's still a few more goodies to pick up before that. Now that is a lot of money. Anyway, I think that's just about it. We've gotten Captain Rose and our goons down. I think it's just time for everybody to escape. I think we're set.
Zack. Good job. Yeah.
that'll do it for this episode of Zack and Wiki. Please join me next time for the final battle.